Halloween, core class. My dog is here. We'll see if he joins us. Happy Halloween, everybody. I've got my pumpkin. Not sure what I'm really going to do with it here, but you know, maybe we'll do some squats with some pumpkins. I don't know. Anyways, all right, this is core class live, 30 minutes. My name is Dara. I'm a strength coach as well as physical therapist. So this is for you if you need a quick home workout, get some core strength, work on your definition as well as stability for your spine, stay healthy, etc. Weights are optional. If you've got weights, I got my little kettlebell here, totally optional, but suggested. So grab those if you got them. We're gonna start off in standing and then we're gonna take it to the floor. We've got a series of 3 moves, power core right in the middle. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna do some yoga in the beginning. That's it, 30 minutes. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications of live class. Let's get started, let's warm up. Let's do a nice little easy yoga warm up just to get the spine moving, checking in with our body, seeing how everything's feeling. I love my core work on Fridays. It's a great way to get into the weekend, get your body feeling right. Lengthen, crown of the head to the ceiling. Tuck the chin in, think about nice tall spine here. Inhale, reach. Get some length in that spine. Shake it out. And then exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down. We're gonna go through this sequence just twice, just to get everything loosened up. And then we'll get into our core series. A little spicy today for Halloween, spicy abs. Knees are nice and soft here. Just shake it out, just getting stretched and warmed up. Last breath here. And then on your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This is your hinge, hinging at the hips, abs are braced. Tuck the chin and hold it here for 1 breath. Straighten out those legs, get a nice stretch in your hammies. Hold for 1 breath. And then hands come down, step back into plank. We don't have a ton of planks, so let's use a little bit of our upper body strength for our warm up. Get those planks and hold it here. Push away from the mat, spread your fingers wide. Hold 1 breath. Exhale, knees down, slowly lower chaturanga. Uncurl your toes. Press yourself up into a little baby back bend. Pull the shoulder blades down your back, right here. Out of your ears. Hold it here. Nice spine extension. This should feel nice on the back, not pinchy. Hold 1 breath. And then exhale back down. Uncurl your toes. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. That is the whole flow. We're just using this as a warm up. Pedal your feet. Give your calf and ankles a nice little stretch. Drive that booty way high up to the sky. Let's go through that flow one more time. Then we'll get into a little bit of chair pose, a little bit of squats. Walk your hands back to your feet. Rolling up slowly, head coming up last. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out here, shake it out. 1 breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Hinging at the hips, nice stretch in the hamstrings. Just getting everything loosened up. 1 more breath. Hands come down, plank. Try to squeeze in a little bit more planks in our warm-up. Not too many. This is a great way to get some upper body as well as core strength. Get into those planks. Hold it here. And then exhale, knees down or all the way down, chaturanga. Controlled. Elbows in, close to your sides. Uncurl your toes. Press yourself up. You can keep it in this little low cobra. But if you want to come all the way up, if that feels nice on your spine, this should feel good, right? Not pinchy. Engage your abs. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. This should be nice spine extension. Gentle on the lower back. Should feel good. Spend a lot of our days hunched over things. Get some extension in the spine. 1 more breath. Exhale back down. Nice and warmed up. Push yourself back. Downward facing dog. That is it. Let's move on. So we're going to finish our warm up with a little bit of chair pose, which is your squat, right? And a little bit of our plank, walking out into our plank. So pedal your feet out. Give your calf and ankles last little stretch here. And then we're going to just walk out into plank just to finish out our warm up. Again, planks are core, right? Before we get into that series today, walk your hands back to your feet. Come to the back of your mat. Feet can go nice and wide. Roll yourself up, head coming up last. I'm at the back of my mat. I'm just going to walk myself out into plank. If you want to add a push-up, maybe that's another suggestion. Challenge yourself. So give yourself some space with your feet for those hips. You're going to reach to the sky. Then you're going to walk out into plank. Now, if your feet are not wide enough, you're going to end up slouching your back. So I want this nice flat back position as you walk out into plank. So for a lot of you, that's going to be widening your stance, right? So when you get back here, you have space in the hips, right? So give yourself a nice wide stance. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, walk it out into plank. Let's just do that a couple times. Again, we're just warming up, getting a little bit of upper body in. If you have weights, grab them. We're going to use them for our main core series. Totally optional. But again, push-ups, planks, nice way at home, right? All these workouts that I do easily For home workouts, you don't need a lot of equipment. And if you don't have a lot of equipment, you can do a lot of this planks push-up series. Let's do 2 more just like this. If you want to add that push-up, go for it. Challenge yourself, right? Any version of push-up is fine. Bent knee, wall. One more time. And let's finish with our chair pose squat. That is gonna finish out our warm-up. So let's finish with chair pose. Chair pose is your squat, right? So again, if you got tight hips, you're gonna widen your stance. So you can sink into that squat, nice depth for the squat. So chair pose, basically arms overhead. Now when I bring my arms overhead and I sit back into chair, I don't wanna look like this guy, right? Flatten out that back. So if you're tight, and when you get here, you're starting to look all hingy, archy in the back, bring the arms lower or just bring them down, right? We wanna maintain this position here. This chair pose is your back squat, loaded into the back. Abs are braced, my back is flat. This is your basic squat, right guys? Back squat. My toes are planted, but my weight is in my heels. Now, if you wanna bring the arms overhead into chair, just coming up like this and down. That's it. We're just doing a little dynamic chair pose. Basically, your squat. Yoga is for everybody. Even if you're not flexible, use it as a way to gain some flexibility, mobility, sink low into that chair, right? AKA your squat. So let's just finish with chair pose, a little dynamic, or squat, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Get into those hips. My abs are braced, my eyes are looking forward, my shoulders are peeled back, my lats, all these muscles here engaging, stabilizing my lower back. Again, when we get into this core series, you want to think of core as everything. It's not just abs, my back, my glutes, my breath, my diaphragm, pelvic floor, abs, all of it. Last few here. Whatever version you're doing, whatever your depth is, focusing on hips go back, abs are braced, back is relatively neutral. 2 more just like this, and then we are almost done with our warm-up. 1 more, I lied. All right, done with that. You should feel kind of warmed up, right? Let's come into cat-cow, finish. Little easy stretch. I'm gonna talk you guys through, if you're with me and actually doing the workout, hopefully. So we got 3 moves today. 3 main moves for our core circuit. Every class is the same. Subscribe to the channel. You'll see other workouts. You can check them out. So we've got, with your weights, if you have them, we're gonna do a Russian twist. So that's seated. Or pumpkin, I don't know, whatever you got to hold. And if you don't have weights, that's okay. So we're gonna start off in seated with a little bit of obliques. Russian twist. Then we're gonna do a V up. So alternating arm and leg reaches. And then we're gonna do a hold and a flutter. Kind of 3 of my favorite moves today. A little spicy, a little challenging. I'll show you guys options. So obliques first. Let's do 1 more set of cat-cows just like this. Arch your back. Great. All right, come into seated. So if you've got weights, that is optional. If not, it's okay too. It's like an 8-pound, 10-pound weight. Focus on your sitting position first. I'm here. Again, my back is engaged. My abs are braced. Legs up is optional. If you start to sag here, bring your feet back down, right? Don't be a hero. Do it correctly. If you've got the weights, squeeze those shoulder blades back. So again, when you get into this Russian twist, a lot of times cueing athletes, it's not here. Here, solid back. Add the twist. Again, you guys decide. So if you've got weights, I highly suggest add some more work. This is only 10 pounds, not that heavy, right? That's all I got. If you got heavier, go for it. Again, don't compromise your form. So this is our first move. We've got a series of 3 moves, 3 rounds. That's it for today. Get some full range here, right? None of these little half-ass little baby. Get that full rotation. Get those obliques engaged. Get your upper back mobilized. Rotate, right? So we can get that full engagement of those oblique muscles, powerful muscles, stabilizers, more really so for movement, walking, life, sports, etc. So you should feel that rotation side to side. If this doesn't feel great on your back, you can come onto your back and do some bicycle crunches instead as an alternative. So let's finish with these and then we'll go into that second move, which is that V up. So it's gonna be alternating arms and legs, reaching a little bit more obliques and a little bit more deeper core for that next move. And last one is gonna be a nice hold, a little challenging hollow body hold with a little bit of a lower abdominal flutter, kick. Long set, first round. We've got 3 exercises, 3 moves, 3 rounds. Get some rotation. I'm trying not to space out so I can actually demo some good form here. Hopefully I am. Last few. Staying focused. For 4, long set. This first round we're going long. 3, 2, 1. Options. Opposite arm and leg is going to reach to the center. So I'm here all the way extended, starting off this move by pressing your lower back down to the floor. So number one thing that's wrong is when that back is arching here. No, bring the rib cage down. Engage here. Exhale, reach. That's your move. Now, if you need to make this a little bit easier, turn it into a little bit more of that bicycle. So the head is supported, right? If all you're feeling is your neck, it should be here. Reach across, across. Other option, one hand supporting the neck. That's kind of how I tend to do it. Again, across the body, creating power across. So that's our obliques. A little bit deeper core here. You want to maintain that lower back pressed down as the legs go down. And if you're struggling with this, you can also just do the legs, right? So the hard part is really as you lower, keeping that lower back pressed down. That requires that deep control, right? Abdominals, breathing underneath. So this is our second move. You can decide which variation you want to do. Again, more challenging the further away you are. Exhale as you come up. Use the breath. So our second move, our last move is going to be that hold. That's going to be a 30-second hold. You're going to finish it with a flutter kick. So challenging, right? None of this is that easy today. I'm trying to show you guys options. Do what's right for you, but maintaining correct form, right? Rib cage is pressed down. Lower back is pressed down. It's not lifting at the end. Head elevated is going to help you. If you're struggling, if you're on the struggle bus, keeping this lower back down, lift your head up. That's going to help depress that rib cage. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Rest, relax. Hollow body hold is our last move. It's challenging. The full extension of that move is going to be here. Now, if that looks too hard, you can also hold it here in your Pilates 100 position. Maintaining that lower back pressed down is the key right here, right? So whichever version you're doing for 30 seconds, this better stay pressed down. Otherwise it's wrong, your back's gonna get sore. So let's start that off in 3, in 2, 1. Tucking the chin and lifting the legs up, holding it here, whatever version you're doing. At the end of this, we're gonna kick, 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 kick. So get ready. Right, this is challenging, right? You got 30 seconds of this guy, and you got a little kick, just to really strengthen. So pressing the rib cage down, my chin is tucked in. The lower you go, the harder it is. We are almost done, I promise. In 3, in 2, and then kick for 5, for 4, for 3. Keep that lower back pressed down 100% for 2, and 1. Come back up. Round 2, Russian twist. We're not taking breaks. Figure it out. Lower back, engage, squeeze down abs. I'm leaning back, bracing here. Weights are optional. Legs are optional, elevated. I highly suggest, if you think you're gonna start to lose your form in this move, you do not lift your legs up, because if you lift it up and then you start to get sloppy, that ain't it. That's a waste of time, and you're potentially gonna stress out your lower back. So even me, I gotta pay attention, right? Sometimes I get carried away talking. I need to shut up and pay attention, right? We want to get the bang for our buck for these exercises. You do not need a lot of time to get core strength. Again, add the weights, make it more challenging. Add the weights to give your upper body some more strength too, right? If you're limited on time and you're doing my workouts, you're doing stuff at home, might as well add some more weights to it. Get some upper body engaged with your core work, right? With some of things like our planks, our push-ups, our weighted ab moves like our twist. Again, nice rotation here. I'm really trying to go to the ends of this twist. This is not it. I don't know what the heck this is. Rotate. Get those obliques engaged all the way. Turn, turn, turn. Nice rotation. And again, if you're tight and stiff in your upper back, you're maybe not going to go as far, but this is a good opportunity to work on that mobility as well as your strength, right? Last few. I'm keeping my abs engaged. I'm trying to sit up nice and tall. Trying to get some full rotation for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. V-ups on your back, whatever version you're doing. Could be a bicycle, could be a full extension of the move, could just be arms and legs. Start with the lower back pressed down. Engage. Rib cage is pressed down. From here, I lift, I exhale. Again, as I lower, my lower back is not lifting. That's the hard part, right? When we're here, easy. So that's your cue. This should feel the same here. This is the stability. This is why you're doing this. Protect your lower back. Keep your body strong, stable. Support your spine. Engage those abs in the front. Should feel like that all-around movement, right? Not just the front abs, but definitely that's where you want to feel this initiate from. Here, tight, press. Breath, other part of your core. You cannot hold your breath. You got to breathe. Use that breath. Maintain that lower back press down. We're adding a little bit of speed this round because we're not going to do as many reps. So second round, a little bit more speed, a little bit more metabolic, a little bit active. And lift. Exhale. We've got our hollow body hold last. Coming up. In 4. In 3. In 2. Chin is tucked in. 1, relax. Shake the legs up. Again, 30 seconds, hold. Get ready. We're going to start that off in 5, 4, 3, 2, brace, locked in. Get locked in, whichever version you're picking. Solid. Here. This is the center of everything. This needs to be stable. All this other shit, this is just an extension off of a locked in core. Figure this out. Whatever your goal is, whether it's sports, lifting things safely, moving around, stabilizing your spine, rehabbing lower back pain, you want to just get stronger for your sports, whatever. Keep holding it here. In 3, chin tucked in. 2, kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof, felt that one. Whew. Feeling it today. All right, last round. Again, core work a couple times a week, something like this class. Subscribe to the channel, catch some of the playlist replays of this class. That should get your back nice and strong, nice and healthy. Some strong abs in general. All right, last round, guys. Then we're gonna stretch, be done. That's it for today, for Halloween. Easy. I didn't use the pumpkin. Oh well. A little too heavy, maybe. Hard to hold for some of these moves. But if you have a pumpkin, that could be your weight for the day. Pick that thing up, do some squats, do some core work, hold the pumpkin, right? Last round, staying attentive, not sloppy. My first round should feel as strong, if not better, as my last. Now you understand the move, get locked in. Rotation, what are my goals here? Obliques is my primary mover. Across the body, creating power, creating leverage, tension, control. Finishing out last round, third of 3, finish strong. Then we're stretching. That's it for today. Keeping it spicy, keeping it a little bit of speed, right? Well, today's workout a little bit faster, right? You can play with tempo, you can play with reps, you can play with the weights. You got options to change it up. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1 on your back. Done with that guy. Bye. See you later, kettlebell. Done with you. Locked in here, rib cage down. When I say rib cage down, it's this. Pressing down, connecting from here to here. Last move. Lower back is super glued to the floor. Like I would tell any of my patients or my clients, I should not even be able to get a little fingernail in this lower back. My fingernail should not even be able to get into that lower back crease, right? So if you're doing these, press down, start, keep it. If you are having trouble, lift your head up for a few. That's going to help press the rib cage down, create that connection in the front. That's going to lock you in the back, right? Also, modify the movement. Make it a little bit shorter, easier, shorter lever. It's going to be a little bit easier to control here. If you're a bigger person, you've got a longer, heavier leg, it's going to be harder, right? So be kind to yourself, but also form. You don't want to finish core. If you're finishing core class and your lower back hurts, that ain't it. Something's not right, right? Want to feel strong, fatigued, in a good way. Last few. We have our hollow body hold last. Lock in that position. When you start to, if you're not holding it for the 30 seconds, stop when your form goes, right? Form first always matters the most. Here, myself included. Hopefully, I'm demoing pretty decent form, right? All we're doing is the best that we can. Last few. Here, hollow body hold is last. Get ready, almost done. In 3, in 2, and 1, shake it out. 30-second hold and then a flutter, finish. Then we're stretching and that is it. Get ready in 4, 3, 2, and hold. Last one, guys. Maintaining that lower back press down. I am fatigued. I did these earlier this week. I'm tired. I'm ready for this to be done in a good way. Almost done. We're gonna finish with that little flutter kick. Almost there. In 3, in 2, and kick it out for 5. For 4, almost done. For 3, for 2, and rest. Shake it out. Done. Reach to opposite ends of the room. Get some length in your spine. Reach. Elongate. We did all this crunchy, tight stuff. Let's get some length. Flip over onto your stomach. Let's do a little bit of lower back. Teeny bit. Little activation for that lower back. So again, you're going to reach to opposite ends of the room. Superman, Superwoman's, whatever you want to call it. Tuck your tailbone under first. Get your abs engaged just a little bit. Arm and leg opposite. Reach for 2 and then lower. This is less than you think. Keep this one mellow. Do not stress out your lower back. You're just reaching gently. Think about lengthening, extending, and then lower. So it's not so much about arching the lower back. We really want to think about lengthening through the spine, reaching and then lower. Reaching to opposite ends of the room, engaging that whole posterior chain. That means all the muscles on the backside of your body engage. My abs are engaged to keep my lower back protected. Maybe not protected, but just keep that lower back nice and stable. It's probably a better way to describe it. Just hold for 2 and then relax. Nothing crazy, right? This is not a ton of strengthening for the lower back. It's just a little bit of activation. Tuck the chin in, lengthen. Just getting everything waking up, engaged on the backside of your body, glutes, shoulders, lats, legs, hammies, back. 2 more, and then we're done. We're just going to stretch. 1 more. Tucking that tailbone under, lengthening. All right. Let's stretch it out. If you have any stretches that feel good, now is your chance. I'm just guiding you guys through some kind of nice, easy, mellow stuff that feels good to most people. Listen to your body, right? As a PT, listen to your body. If it's not feeling right, please modify to something that feels good. Hug the knees into the chest. Rocking side to side should feel nice on the lower back. Nice and mellow. Relax the shoulders. A lot of neck and shoulders in this core work, right? Just release any tension. Let that left leg go long. Stretch it out. Hug that right knee into your chest. Give it a good squeeze. Nice and gentle. Roll the ankles and the toes around. Nice and easy. Get some mobility in those feet. Healthy, happy feet. That is your base of support. Keep those feet healthy. You need them. Roll that hip around gently. Just getting into that hip joint. A lot of people got those tight hips. Just roll them around. So we're kind of just using some of the yoga and the stretch just to get into that mobility, right? We want the supple joints and we want the strength in our muscles. You want both, right? You gotta move and you gotta be strong and supported. Bring that knee across your body. Find that position for you, right? The knee angle that just feels right, like it feels good, like it's stretching maybe your glute, lower back, right? So for you, this might look different, right? We're all built differently. Open that right arm out. Nice cross body stretch, getting a little bit into that right shoulder, right chest. And then again, finding the angle that just feels like it's a good stretch. The more you rotate off the mat, the more you're gonna get into that spine, right? The more you're here, the more you're just getting into the hip. So you pick, you decide what feels right for your body, and then just breathe. Let the neck be relaxed. Shake it out. Release any tension. A lot of this core work, again, A lot of tension in the neck. Let it go. Let it go. Let all the tension go. Take one more breath here. And then come back to center. Let's do figure 4 stretch. Again, just another hip opener. Easy, mellow. You can keep it here. You can do pigeon pose, reaching through for thread the needle. Kind of one of my favorites. Should feel like a nice deep hip stretch onto that right side. Not painful, just like a good stretch, right? Again, we're going for good stretch mobility, avoiding any pain. Roll the shoulders. Again, release tension in the neck. On the exhale, pull the shoulders down your back. Exhale it out. Don't forget to breathe. Last few breaths here. Just noticing anywhere else that you might feel any tension. Again, if there's any other stretches that feel right to you, add them in. It's your class. I am just your guide. I'm always here just to guide you guys. Take care of your body, whatever feels right to you. Last breath. And then when you're ready, switch, unwrap that right leg, shake it out, release any tension, hug that left knee into your chest, roll the ankles and the toes around. Again, mobility, supple, feet. Cannot tell you how many patients I see, the feet not moving great. You need those ankles, feet, toes, that arch. Everything needs to be mobile. Otherwise, everything up the chain is off to a poor base. Roll that hip around. Take care of your bodies. Take care of your feet. You're gonna need them for a long, long time, right? Roll that hip around. Finding any sticky spots, like anything that things feel tight, right? Hips, back, whatever. Now is your chance. Bring that knee across your body again. Finding that angle that just feels right to you. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Opening that left arm out. Nice stretch in the shoulders, the chest, pec, thoracic spine, that upper mid back. Getting a nice stretch into the glute on the left side. Slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Release tension. We are almost done with class. Hopefully you got something good out of class. Some stretches, some core work. Join me every week live or catch the replay. Last breath here. I'm always going to give you guys some PT tips, little tips, right? Stay injury prevention, get stronger, stay healthy. Also work on your abs, maybe some definition, get stronger. Come back to center, figure 4 stretch. Why not have it all, right? Stabilize your back, also get some stronger abs, look better, feel better. Let's do it all. Roll the shoulders out, release tension in the neck and shoulders. Let it go. Let the head be relaxed, rock the neck side to side. Just noticing anywhere else that you feel tension, ankles, feet, hips, back, whatever. Add in whatever stretch you need, right? That feels right to you. This is your class. Last few breaths here. We're going to finish. We're almost done. We're just going to finish in seated with that tall spine, tall posture we started off class with, our little yoga stretch, just to take that through the rest of your day, focusing on that nice aligned posture. It's not about perfect posture. I was telling my patients, it's not about perfect, it's just about getting alignment, getting nice alignment. Last breath here. And then unwrap that left leg, windshield wiper the knees side to side. Let's finish in seated. So roll to your side. Coming into seated however you want. You do not need to sit cross-legged. You sit however you want, whatever feels comfortable to you. Focus on that posture that we started off class with. So when I say alignment, I really mean ears over shoulders, at the very least. Here, right? So we're not living life here in front of our phones all day. Inhale, crown of the head to the ceiling. Tucking the chin in, ears over shoulders, reach to the sky. Take this with you through the rest of the day if you can. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale it out. One more time and then that is it for today. Ears over shoulders, crown of the head to the ceiling. Tuck the chin in, alignment, healthy spine. Inhale, reach. And then exhale it out. That is it for today. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you got something good out of class. Happy Halloween. Didn't use the pumpkin. Oh well. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of your bodies. Hope you got something good out of class. Later.